Hi friends, welcome back to 24 Days of Comfort, a casual tea time check-in every day until Christmas where we just do a bunch of stuff. It's kind of slow vlogmas, podmas, someone called it, whatever you want. But I'm just here to help you relax, slow down, maybe distract you a little bit and help you get comfortable. So we're gonna do a tiny cozy check-in to start to see if you can get comfortable, making sure nothing is pressing into your back, that you're comfortably seated. And then let's take a deep breath together if you want to. We're gonna do a physiological sigh, so that's 2 inhales and 1 exhale with a bit of contraction on the throat. So take a deep breath in. And then at the top, take a sip in extra. And then release. Kind of like you're trying to blow out a cloud on a cold day. Like, you know? It's really powerful, helps you calm down your nervous system. If you've been around, you've done it before probably. But I hope that helps and you could take as many as you want to. Make sure that you release tension in your jaw, unclench, drop your shoulders, relax your back, your hips, your legs. And then see if there's anything that you might need. Do you want to put your phone on Do Not Disturb? Do you want to grab a hot drink actually? Do you want to use the bathroom? Just to make sure that you're really comfortable. And then we can get started. I'm Fleur, by the way. Nice to meet you if you're new. I'm very glad that you're here. And today we're just going to yap a little. I've been wanting to yap. I had a couple of more topical videos in the past couple days. And I don't know, now it feels like I haven't sat down in a long time, which is weird because it hasn't been long, but it feels like that. Every day I'm drinking a tea from my Puka tea advent calendar. We're on day 12. Happy Friday. And the tea that I have today is called 3 Chamomile. So it's 3 types of chamomile. And I already took a sip. It's very mild, once again. But I do love chamomile tea. I actually already know my rating. It's a 6.5 out of 10. Just because it is so mild, and I love a classic chamomile tea, but I've tasted better and it wasn't like 3 types of chamomile or anything. I'm starting to think maybe the Puka tea calendar isn't for me. I really like yogi tea, the Yogi Tea brand, and I like Clippers tea a lot. Last year I had a Clippers calendar and I just feel like those flavors had a little bit more zest. It was a bit stronger. You know how a tea can get spicy if you let it steep? Is that the word? Brew for longer. No tea that I've had, not even the ginger ones, not even the ones with turmeric, became spicy. Sometimes I do kind of like that, so I'm starting to think that maybe the Puka tea is a bit too gentle for me. I want something a bit more hardcore. I'm really kidding. But we had a tea here at the house that I really liked, and it was apple and cinnamon, wild apple and cinnamon. It's going to be on day 20, so keep an eye out. I really like that one, and that's why I thought, I'll have a Puka tea. I also like their nighttime tea, which is gonna be day 24, I think it is. It's kind of hidden, but I think it's day 24, so the final one is the nighttime tea. So, the final one could be my favorite, who knows. But yeah, okay, so that's on the tea. This is a 6.5. It's still fine, but I don't think that I would purchase this one. Or repurchase. I don't know. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit longer. We'll reflect at the end, and see how we feel. If you have the same calendar, let me know what your thoughts are. It is Friday, and I'm very excited about that. I really feel like I kind of need the weekend. I'm self-employed, and I make my own schedule, and sometimes that means that I do some work on the weekend. Last week I had a migraine all weekend, and so I felt like I was really playing catch up this week, and my energy levels have felt weird, and I just feel like I could really use a day where I don't have to do anything. There's nothing looming in the background, I really hate that feeling when you know that there's stuff that you kind of need to do or that you could be doing, and it gets a little bit harder to step away from that and choose to relax, I find, because of being self-employed working from home. There's always something that I could be doing. But yeah, I really am excited for the weekend. I feel like it kind of already started yesterday or last night. I went to the city to visit friends and old roommates because one of my old roommates moved out of the house that we'd lived in, and we checked out his new place and we had dinner together. It was so fun. I hope that this candle isn't distracting, by the way, because it's a woodwick candle and I feel like it's flickering a lot, so I might blow it out because I think that that's gonna annoy someone. Yeah, so we had dinner together. It was really great. I met up with one of my old roommates on the way there. Shout out Martin if you're watching this, because I know he watches my videos, and I told him last night I'm gonna dedicate a whole video to you, so here we are. This one's for you, baby. But yeah, it's very sweet, it's very fun. And we met up halfway and then we walked the rest of the bit to my friend's house. I keep saying friends and old roommates, but they're all my friends, but we know each other because we're old roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. But it's so nice. I always feel like even though I haven't lived there for years, whenever I see them, it's like seeing family, it's coming home. It's so relaxed. I've lived in different places and still there's something about this place in particular. Everyone who has lived there or lives there is kind, open-minded, a little bit weird, just how I like them. And it's just, I don't know, I just really, really like them a lot. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. And that was very fun because there were also some old roommates there that I hadn't seen in years. One of them I didn't really live with, but I knew, and I hadn't seen her in, I think 4 years or something, 3 or 4 years it has to be, which is crazy. And then another roommate, and I was really close to her. I hadn't seen her in I think 2 years, so it was just nice to catch up, and it's always nice that it feels like no time has passed. I think that that's a really beautiful thing. And yeah, it was just really relaxed, cozy, fun, and nice to get out and do something. So that was great. And I hadn't really been in the city to properly spend time with friends in quite a while, I think since the summer. No, I went to see the girls a couple weeks ago, so that's not entirely true. But yeah, I just haven't been doing it a lot, is what I'm trying to say, I think. And it's nice to get out, and I always forget that I really love being on the train sometimes. Sometimes I really hate it, but most of the time I think it's pretty fun because you see so many different people. And this is really just me stepping out my bubble because I've been, spending a lot of time at home. I work pretty locally here, so I'm back in this little bubble, and it's nice to be out of that bubble. And then when I'm walking around Nijmegen Central Station, I'm just like, oh, different types of people. You just see so many different types of people, and if you live in a small town, you might recognize this. The diversity isn't too crazy, and I always love that about a city. That always makes me feel more at home, I guess. If I'm seeing a lot of different types of people, I just feel really comfortable. And so that was a good reminder. I was like, oh yeah, I love this actually. Great. And then on the way back, there was a man across from me who was making a lot of direct eye contact with me, and I couldn't really tell if I always kind of do the white people smile to strangers, like, and especially if we're making eye contact. But if you're in the train and you're across from each other, and he kept making eye contact and he didn't look away, and I was like, are you mad at me? Is there something on my face? Is something wrong? I think he was kind. He was just like looking around a lot. But then I always get nervous of like strangers making eye contact with me. So that was funny contrast. Because on the way there, I was like, main character, looking around at people. And then on the way back, I was like, don't perceive me. I just feel like I have been talking about a couple of weird men during this video series, so I'm a bit self-conscious that I'm bringing something up again, but it happened and it was a little odd. But anyway, that's on trains. Oh, and it was a full moon out and it looked so beautiful, and it was like a little bit misty. I don't know, I loved it. It was just very nice. So I had a nice night, came home pretty late, slept well, and this morning edited the video that you saw yesterday of me decluttering. I finished that, And now I'm just chilling. What a day, can't complain. This weekend I'm hanging out with one of my best friends and we're gonna go thrifting, and I'm very excited about it because we also haven't spent quality time together in a little bit. A couple weeks ago she came over and we did some crafts and that was really nice, but it's also fun to get out the house and do something. And I'm very excited about it. And I'm trying to think of what else has been going on. I've been reading The Two Towers from Lord of the Rings, but I haven't been reading a lot, I have to say. I'm not that far into it yet. It's been really slow. I noticed that it's taking me a little bit to get into it again. And because the writing is, for me, it takes a bit more attention with all the vocabulary because it isn't my first language. So I don't know, I just feel like I have to be in a bit more of a specific headspace to read it, and that's making me think that I want to pick something up in the meantime because I do feel like I'm falling out of the habit of reading. I've been grabbing my phone a bit more, all that stuff. But then I don't really have anything else that I would want to read now because I'm like, I want to read Lord of the Rings, so it's just gonna be a slower process. And that's okay, but I don't know. I think that me reading People Watching, it's the last book that I read and DNF'd. I made a book reviews video in this video series. I think it's day 5. That book did something to me. I think I'm kind of heading towards a little bit of a slump, dare I say. I mean, I'm still reading Lord of the Rings and having fun with that, but I'm not like, well, I want to read. Yesterday when I went to friends, I didn't bring the book on the train. And usually I do prefer bringing a book on the train instead of being on my phone and listening to music, but that's what I did yesterday and it's fine. But I just noticed that normally I like the idea of bringing my book and this time I was like, eh. So I don't know. Because I think that the books that I would want to read would be Book of Night and Thief of Night, but that's fantasy-ish and then it feels like I could just continue reading Lord of the Rings. Or read Orlando, but I feel like that's also a book where I would want a little bit more of attention to read it. So I don't know, I kind of want to read something light, but not something that has no depth in it. Maybe I should reread something. That could be an idea. I don't know yet. I'll see about that later. My plans for the rest of the day are doing laundry, because I need to do quite a lot. I still have some cleaning up to do in my room from yesterday, all the decluttering. It's just a little bit of a mess still. There are little things that I still need to put somewhere. So I think I'm going to do that and edit this video, get the work done, and round up things for the weekend. Work on some brand deals for next week for my ASMR channel. Make sure that I'm ready to film and that I can really unwind in the weekend and I'm not like tying up the loose ends on a Saturday, because I don't want to do that. Learning how to balance personal life and work life, guys. It's a journey. But yeah, that's me. I hope that you're doing well. Definitely let me know how you're doing. I've been loving reading your comments on every video. It's so nice that you're here and taking the time to watch these and sharing your thoughts and opinions. I really appreciate it a lot. So definitely keep doing that. I think I want to do a Q&A, so I will leave a Google form in the description, and maybe we can do voice notes Q&A, so you can send in a voice memo if you want to, or you can type it out. I think that will be really fun. I have to see how to get the files though, so you might need to make a WeTransfer file and put it in the Google form. I will put it in the description box. Okay, let's rate this tea again before I go. I think I'm going to settle at a 6.8 because it did get a bit of a fuller flavor, but it's still very soft. So yeah, 6.8. I still haven't written down in my notes app or something what my ratings are, so I have to look back at every video and see what I rated the teas, because I do want to do a little bit of a recap at the end of this 24 days series. Also, we're halfway. That's crazy to me because it feels like I started yesterday. It's been going really fast. Alright, I'm gonna go get some stuff done around the house. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't yet so you don't miss tomorrow's upload, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after. And then I will gladly see you tomorrow. Here's a forehead kiss. Bye!